Hello, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. How are you today? Well, for me, I'm wonderful. Well, of course, this is the brown round, and this is the brown round table where Baby Crone and I, we sit back and we discuss what happened during the week. We pick out what we think are our favorites. So she'll pick out three and I'll pick out three of what's going on. So here is the brown round, and she's getting ready to come on. Come on in, Baby Crone.
Yes. Hey. Hello.
Throw it back and give me one. Yes, it's always good to have her at the table with me or someone. I know I was going to take and remove that, but I was like, forget it. I was going to move the chair. I was like, never mind. So now we're just going to get started because we have quite a few things to discuss. Now, this is the time where we go into little details and we talk about what we feel, you know. So we're going to start off light, you know, like we do, and then we end it rough. So we're going to start it off light. So what I'm going to start it off with is something very, very light, and that is Beyonce album.
Yes.
The Renaissance. It's not called the Renaissance.
Yeah, it's the name of her.
Oh, it is called the Renaissance. Well, there it is. It's the Renaissance now. You know what the Renaissance is. Tell them about the Renaissance.
Yes, the Renaissance is a time of reawakening and being enlightened and reviving the old and revamping it with a fresher, newer style. And that's exactly what Beyonce's song, well, a snippet of, like a preview of what her album is supposed to be with Break My Soul. It was definitely disco. It felt reminiscent. It felt like we was bringing back some
was it house music?
House and Vogan.
Yes. However, when it says Renaissance, so it means it's nothing new. It's all been done before. And what it reminds me of disco. It reminds me of house. And it reminds me, I don't know, what is that? If you really want me, isn't it? You got to show me love. I don't know, maybe it's
yes, Show Me Love. That's the name of the song.
I'm right?
That's the name of the song, but I can't remember how it goes.
Oh, is that the name of it? I don't know. Oh, well, anyway, it definitely reminds me of disco or that house music. And
I wonder where house originated now that I think about it.
In somebody's house. Anyway, but we could look that up. Excuse me. So anyway, that's what is going on about Beyonce. I really don't have much to say with her. She's supposed to unveil her album as a flower, little bit. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be a little bit of country, a little bit of soul, a little bit of this. I mean, that's what I heard. Nevertheless, I don't know what it's going to be for Beyonce, but I know that no matter what it is, they're going to make it go gold. Even if, I mean, she's going to have to come out a little better.
Yes.
You know, she's going to have to come out a little better. But, you know, Beyonce have never failed at anything. What would it be like if Beyonce was a flop?
I don't know.
What would that be like?
I don't know, because this song is getting mixed reviews.
But that's just one song to a track of 16, right?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
That's supposed to be a collage of styles.
They're not gonna take Beyonce out. No, they're gonna make her go platinum. Okay. Well, anyway,
Beyonce gonna make Beyonce go platinum.
Yeah, Beyonce gonna make Beyonce go platinum. And she says, and what the record won't do, what this song won't do, my dancing performance is going to be electrifying. I can see it. Hey, so. Anyway, so that's what's going on with that. On another somber note, just a little somber note. Kendall.
Yes, Baby Crone put this one on the list.
Go ahead, talk about it, baby.
Because we just did a reading about Kendall, and Kendall was out living her life, not trying to rush into anything. And now and that's when I recently found out she had a boyfriend, and now her boyfriend of 2
almost
years.
For almost a year.
Yes.
They had a relationship for a
Yeah,
year.
Devin Booker is his name. He was a NBA player, and they broke up. I'm like,
Was it Friday?
Yes, I'm like, Kendall, what happened? Your reading was so great.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about.
No, we really didn't talk about her love life.
I didn't talk about her love life. I didn't even think she had a love life. Like when I went to
true. You're right. They really didn't mention it.
Well, no, it wouldn't even be about that. It's just that when I went to do a reading, I just did an overall reading on Kendall, like I did an overall reading on Rob, just general. And I have to go back and look at Kendall, but I mean, when I see Kendall. Also with Kendall, I'm going to have to say this.
Okay.
Sometimes this stuff could be phony. Propaganda, just phony. It could be, that this is all a setup, I mean, the way Kendall mom is always saying you want your daughter to have a baby. I just don't know I don't know what that is.
And really, I think Kendall was like I don't want to say like the ugly duckling or like the black swan of the family. But when we look this up, because the Kardashians are apparently removing their BBLs slowly. Kendall Jenner.
She never had one.
Yes, she's the only one that hasn't had a BBL. She's the one that's the most private. And I'm just like, Kendall, you're just like, and she's the only one that doesn't have children or not married. I'm just like, you are really the odd one in your family, Kendall.
I don't think she's odd. I think she's the most rational one. I guess she look at their lives. For me, who am I to judge? When I look at their life, it just seems like they just have no spiritual moral code. It's like they lack that. It's like for me, I'm not talking about believing God or Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, Krishna. I'm not talking about like that. Just a moral compass within your own self that let you know that this is sacred or that they just lack that. And for me, that's troublesome to me. Because they always talking about God, but they believe, but they're maybe because they probably never read a Bible or their life
maybe Kanye was the closest they got to God.
maybe, and that is the music. And I'm just saying, it's just they lack that. We're going to get in that a little bit about Kim later.
Yes.
But it's just, and the thing is, every time I talk to a man about the Kardashians, this is what they say to me. Why would I want to talk about somebody that effed their way to the top? What do I, because I'm like, I want to talk to about my station. They're like, I'm not interested. And I'm like, why? Well, they are pop culture. They are setting a tone. And people like, a lot of people like, I don't care about them like that, or, I don't get it, or, what have they done? What have they contributed to society other than sleeping with basketball players and football players and rappers and now comedians?
Yes.
What have they ever done? What have they ever done other than Kim getting a baby bar? What have they ever done? And when people ask me that, I feel like I feel now stuck. Like,
because it's true. What do
they
contribute?
Yeah, you're right. But to me, they contribute fashion, makeup. They contribute beauty. And I guess for a heterosexual man, they like, I ain't into makeup. I'm not into beauty. And their lives are disgustingly adventurous. You know what I mean? They are definitely full of drama, but if you start watching them, they'll make you want to come back for more and more and more and more. I just had to detox from them because I just didn't like them the way that they were going. So with that being said, anything else we want to say about that?
No, I don't know. I feel bad for Kendall, even though I don't know Kendall.
I do. I feel bad for Kendall, but she's a beautiful girl, and she will definitely meet someone else again. And I wonder, to me, like I said, I don't even know if all this stuff is real anymore. It just seems so curious. You just found out she had a boyfriend. They've been dating for almost a year, and now they break up. It just seemed curious to me. Well,
I know. Apparently, as Cat Williams said in an interview, that whatever seems staged or too good to be true or phony in the media, that it is. Because now that you mention it, I'm just like, how many people are really staging relationships?
and I think the same thing about
Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey. I really do. I think the same thing. I don't know why. I think it's just to give us something to talk about. When there's nothing else to talk about, we want to stay relevant. Give them a story. Even if it's make-believe.
You know what? You're sure right. Because in other cultures, they do arranged marriages.
Right.
So you know what? It is not that surprising.
Right. Absolutely. So what I feel like now is like, I'm learning more and more and more not to trust. Not to believe everything. You know, because she was just not even wanting to date. She was just in a situation where people thought that she was can I say a lesbian or a homosexual? I don't know what is the appropriate thing. This is where she was. And then she was in a relationship with this guy.
You're right, suddenly.
And now they're over. When her mother was like, what I would like more is for Kendall to have a child. Woman.
Sounds like she got out of that quickly.
Yeah, so, I don't know. So anyway, but I want to talk about something. This is a little deeper than that. But this is not pop culture. But this has rattled me to the core. I wish that I could show you something on the screen right here. I really do. Because this here, what we're getting ready to talk about, done rattle my nerves to the core. And that is, let me get it right. It is the B&B.
Airbnb.
Airbnb, tell them what's the name.
Airbnb is
taking over, people are bringing their homes and taking over their homes.
Yes.
My God.
Yep, it's a place where you can pay for like a rental house to stay in instead of like a hotel. You get to stay in a home away from home, essentially.
And you can rent it out for a week or 2 weeks, a month. And when people coming back, people done moved in these people's homes and say, I'm not going nowhere.
And the rules aren't even against it because they're paying to stay there. So now it's like they're a tenant, so now they can't even get kicked out.
You know what? I know this is horrible to say this, but if it was me, they're going to get out my house. I'm going to get out my house. But they were saying if you go and change the locks. I don't give a John Brown. I'm changing my locks. And they showed this other family where this was a black woman. And she was walking around saying, cussing. Yeah. You ain't putting me out, and you better not eating a woman food. But see, what I would have did, I would have removed all my food out there. See, that's what I would have did. What else would you have done? I would have moved all my food and turned out all the lights. It wouldn't have been no lights on. Wouldn't have been no lights. It wouldn't have been nothing. I would have had them all shut down.
This is a shame that people are no longer sneaking into people's houses, but now finding ways to trick people into moving into their houses by paying and doing a loop around the law.
Well, how can someone be as bold to do that, though? Oh, my God. I mean, and these people, and they showed one where it was a man, and I think he went in and took all the furniture.
Yes, sold all the furniture. It was like $50,000 worth of her furniture, all swept out of the house. And they were still in there while the woman was there.
Such a shame. And now you're going to tell me that the law going to be for them? Oh, see, this is where it means taking the law in your own hand. Because for me, where I pay rent, and where I pay mortgage, and where I live, and I rented it out for you, and you done took over? No. No.
And another problem with Airbnb is that instead of homeowners and regular people like you and me owning them, now corporations are trying to buy it out so that way they can get monies back in their pockets, because people aren't spending for hotels, people aren't renting out houses when they go out on vacation because they can just Airbnb it for less prices. It's getting crazy.
That's all I got for that. I just know that it's horrible.
Scary times we live in.
Scary times. And and it's gotta be because of the job market. And it's also because a lot of generations, people in their 20s and 30s, many of them don't want to work. They don't want to work. I think it started during Corona. They didn't want to catch the Corona. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. They didn't want to catch the C-19.
Yes.
So now that's fading away slowly, ever so slowly, people just saying, hey, there's another way that I can get money. I'll go YouTube, Instagram, whatever way.
Make my own business.
Yeah, so people not wanting to go to work. But there are a lot of people who do want to go to work. Let's put that out there too.
Yeah.
So now let's get into this story a little bit more. This is about Wendy William. Oh, baby Crone, you go ahead and start it.
Yes, poor Wendy. I've grown so attached to her in the last 2 years that I've been, really the last year I've been watching her, because she wasn't on this year. And they are apparently throwing out her iconic purple chair that we've all come to know and love. Her wigs, I didn't even know she had wigs there.
Yeah, she had everything. I guess she left, I don't know what she left. However, let me just say this. They really did, I truly believe that they want Wendy to come get her stuff.
Yes, of course.
And if Wendy don't want to come and get your stuff,
what else
you know what, they're not even going to, I would donate it to the Institute of something.
Wendy made history. This is literally why we
Really,
sit here
believe it or not,
about
something, yes, I would not throw out her iconic wigs. But what can you do? If she doesn't come and get her stuff, I would like to know the day that they're putting out her stuff, because I know that she had a lot of stuff in her office. So, and in her office, her dressing room, it was a lot of stuff there. I don't know. She may not want it. She may be embarrassed to go get it. I don't know. But I feel like a lot of people feel like Wendy got a bad deal. They feel sorry for Wendy. All this. I don't. I'm sorry. She feel Wendy got bad. I don't. I feel as though this is a business. What I do feel sorry for is that the Wendy show is not Wendy's show.
Yes, I just feel bad that the Wendy show came down to this.
That it's not even her show.
Yes.
Wow.
That literally, they was hoping she would come back. I was low-key hoping she'd come back too, just so she could end the show, but she didn't. Which I understand she wasn't able to, but at the same time, you know what, honestly, I feel like the last episode should have just been like a Wendy recap, or at least let Wendy do something from home like she did during the pandemic.
And I feel opposite. I feel like it was a no-show. You've been a pain in our derriere, and I feel as though I just want you gone. Your contract is up, it's over, I'm moving on. Sink or swim. I don't want to work with you in your condition. Get well, get well, get well, and then we can renegotiate when you're better. If that should ever happen. That's how I feel. Because it's a business. It's a business. And towards the end, if all of us were to be honest, we know Wendy didn't show up. Wendy was taken, and she would barely come back. We were all fussing. There were people that said we're not going to watch her show. But somehow or another, at the end of it, we forget all that. We forget all of the drama that was going on with Wendy. We're not blaming Wendy. It was just drama. And we forget what was going on, how she would say she would come back, and then for 2 weeks she'd still be gone. And it would, if I had a business, that would drive me crazy. Why? Because you're refluxing all over the place. You put unreliable, and this is business. And a lot of people feel as though Sherri Shepherd shouldn't have been there. Well, if Sherri Shepherd's going to fill that slot, it was the last day. Whether she should have been there, whether she shouldn't, whatever. But I can tell you what did show some signs to me.
What?
When they all left, when they showed Suzanne leaving,
yes.
when they showed, what's the guy's name? As good as I know his name. It was getting ready to come to me. His name is, I'm going to say Melvin. It's not Melvin. You know his name, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I can't think of his name.
They say it all the time. Well, anyway, when they left, they seemed to me they had no remorse for Wendy.
Yeah.
Like it was a bittersweet.
Yeah, it was interesting they chose the word bittersweet.
Yeah, it felt like it was bitter. Like it had gotten bitter. Oh, I was going Norm.
Yes, Norman.
Is his name Norman?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
So Norman, and I love Norman, and the way he played off of Wendy, I felt like it was like a bittersweet. It was like it was good when it was good, and when it was bad, it was bad. And it's a lot that I can't tell you, and I know that we look bad, like where it looked bad, but I truly believe there was a lot that went on that we don't know about. And Denmark Mercury, what is it called?
Yes, Denmark Mercury.
I truly believe that they really tried to work with Wendy. That's my only opinion. However, under the circumstances, I feel like Wendy should have walked away. And let me add this.
Okay.
And I don't even understand about her husband Calvin. Kevin. I don't understand. Now you coming up and you want retribution for the way that she was treated.
Probably because he felt like he contributed to the show, so he's like,
He
let
did
me get
contribute.
my earning too.
Yeah, but far as I'm concerned, when you cheated on Wendy and you brought that baby in, you was the demise of the show and Wendy.
Yes, because Wendy felt like she was obligated to let you go because it was what she deserved or needed
I
to
think
do.
that Wendy didn't want to let him go, but I think because of the pressure of the people, she felt forced. I could tell she didn't want to let him go. I had a good reader character. She was angry, she was hurt, she would have stayed with him. She wouldn't have never taken that baby. But she would have stayed there, she would have dealt with it because she needed him. But because she was showing off and giving the people what she wanted, what they wanted, and I believe she let it go in spite of what she says. Why? Because her life speak of it afterwards.
Yeah.
And speak of it.
You're right.
She fell apart without him. And then he comes in at the last minute and he wants to play Kevin Rescue Ranger. Well, it's too late. She done fell off the horse and broke her ankles. And now we don't know if she's ever going to work again. And the devastation of the blow was so monumental that it messed with her mind.
Yeah.
Now, Wendy could have been doing drugs or allegedly, I don't know what Wendy did. I know that Wendy drank. I don't know if she was drinking. But my point is, where were you, Kevin? How could you let your empire fall like this?
Too busy with
And
the
now,
mistress.
yes, and now you want to come in at the last minute. Yeah, you can come in and you can help Wendy. You can do everything you want. But please, don't come in here talking about who treated somebody wrong when you did this. You did this. And she wouldn't be like this had you not did what you did. And that leads me to my point. Marriage is just, they are just not sacred anymore. They're just not sacred. They're not even business oriented anymore.
No.
Like I said last week, I love you. You love me? We married? Yes. You treat me wrong, it's over.
Yes.
That's what it's at.
how
And
it
the
is.
prime example of that is Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. Oh my God.
Yikes.
Such a travesty. So yes, I feel that. I just feel like the nerve of him. So that's what I feel. So is there anything else that we need to talk about?
No, not about Wendy.
Not about Wendy, so we done covered. So you know what this is going to lead me to.
Yes, of course.
And by the way, with Wendy, we also want to give Sherri Shepherd good luck, success on her show. And also, Jenifer Hudson is coming out.
Oh, yes,
I
I heard
would
about
love, I want to see her show. Because for me, I love Sherri Shepherd, and she seems like she's a friend of a friend, and she seems like she has a beautiful disposition. But I don't like her jokes. I don't find her funny. I find her sweet, and I love her talk show. But when she tells a joke, it goes so beneath the belt with me. I be like,
Oh, I can't
She
wait to
just
see
doesn't.
Jenifer Hudson.
but Jenifer Hudson, she knows a lot of people. I would just love to know. And I think she too is doing the same thing that they did with Sherri, giving her everything with Wendy, the people, everything.
Okay.
This is what's going on. She's getting Ellen, from what I understand.
yeah, that's right, yes.
The workers and everything, from what I understand, allegedly. So with that being said, I hope that she comes on in the Ellen spot and Wendy come on in the morning, and I would just love to see these two beautiful black women.
Yes.
I want to see what they're going to do, both of them. I'm rooting for both of them, but I will watch both of them.
So
but
what is Jenifer Hudson be talking on her talk show?
It's a talk show. I have no idea, but I already know that she's coming. I'm looking forward for it. I don't know if she's going to sing. I don't know. I don't
That
know
would
if
be
she's going to be
nice.
like, well, I wouldn't want to see another Kelly Clarkson show from American Idol.
Yeah, I know
Although
Kelly Clarkson.
I like her show. And I like the fact that you never seen it.
No.
Usually I catch it late at night on YouTube.
Oh.
I like her show. And she sang, and then she has people on. She's very friendly and very approachable, and she's just a doll. I just love her. I do. And I enjoy her singing. So I wouldn't mind if in the middle of the day that she sang a song, played the piano maybe, Jenifer Hudson, because Jenifer Hudson is the type of person, when she talk to you, she talk down home. Like, girl,
Oh my
what?
God.
She's like that.
Okay.
Sherri Shepherd is more refined to
Yes.
me. Not that Jenifer Hudson's not refined, she's more personable. Like, girl, tell me about it. She's like that. Where Sherri Shepherd is more trained from the view.
Yes,
Very trained from the view. And it's good. And so those two women, that's good. So I'm looking forward to the both of them. I wish them both nothing but the best. Sherri Shepherd and Jenifer Hudson.
Yes.
I wish them both the best. Now, with all the news that's going on, look, she's getting all happy because y'all know where I'm getting ready to go. The Kardashian.
Yes, Kimberly. Oh my God! Ever since I learned her name was Kimberly, love saying
I really can't take it. Okay. Kim Kids has been on Jimmy Kimmel in the car.
I thought it was. Oh,
I don't know. It could be Von correct.
Oh, I thought it was Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon. He had. These kids.
Oh.
I think with the Jimmy Fallon, honestly, I think that was a setup. I don't believe that was.
Kim
Fake.
Kim looks so fake doing that. Like
She just looked fake to me. Like, you guys, I'm like,
I know that's
don't.
not how you talk to your kids.
Guys, you're ruining it for me. Well, that's not what she's saying, but
Right.
I'm like, no, that was all
Right,
a
she looked
set.
like she was looking like she was trying to hold back for the camera. Yet when you was on the camera in the car with your kids, you bust out full mom mode almost.
What I think it is, I think this is Kim saying, look, my show didn't do good, so let me use my kids. That's what I see. Let me show you how rambunctious my kids. And your kids say things that ought not be said by children. And I'm not judging, I'm just speaking honestly. When your child says things like, what'd she say?
Hello, weirdos.
Weirdos.
If you're seeing this, I hate you.
What I've learned, I truly believe that kids are overall blank slates. And you imprint on them. They heard that language. They knew how to use it. They knew
when to use it.
Yes. And they did it to be malicious.
Right. All you had to say was, hey, this is Instagram Live. And they were just like, oh, I think I know what an Instagram Live is.
Well, they do know. Because Kim always having her kids in the camera. So with that being said, I really feel as though that this is their way of introducing, because her show didn't do good. So I think it's a way of introducing more of the kids.
Yeah, I mean, all the kids' names are trademarked, so they're going to do something with the kids.
Yes. So I think it was the kids, and also with Kim, I heard that with her boyfriend, she went away and left the kids. How she's going to be dealing with him traveling with these kids?
You're
Kanye
right.
is not going to go for that. You can't just say, I want to go out the country and stay gone. And I don't know what this is going to do. I don't know.
She'll
I don't
probably
know.
say something and leave it with the nannies.
But I know one thing. Those kids are rambunctious. And they say anything out their mouths. And
You can tell they definitely don't have a mom around to discipline them.
Oh, yeah. And they don't listen to their mother. They love her, but they don't listen to their mother. But there's another little boy and a little girl you don't see very much, I don't think. But that Saint is a Saint and the oldest girl.
North?
North and Saint. They isn't it Saint?
I think of Chicago.
What's the one next to her? I think it's Saint.
No.
And then I think what is Chicago, and then what's the name of the little girl? She has fabulous 3 boys. I mean, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Talk about a foundation, right?
What a way to go. So anyway, anything else we want to say about the Kardashian? Fix this for me. Is there anything we want to say about the Kardashians or about Kim? Because we pretty much ended.
I know we still got more to talk about Kim.
Okay, what we got to talk about?
We gotta talk about how she squeezed herself into the Marilyn Monroe dress at Ripley's.
You gotta show that.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, that was funny. That was so funny.
When she was wearing that fur, that white fur.
Yeah, we understand why
she was wearing it because her whole ass was out.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a slip. It had bust. They couldn't even get it to fit around her booster. That is. But she wanted to wear it anyway.
She did.
And then they're going to be mad at her. Don't be mad at Kim. Be mad at yourselves.
Right, see, y'all
that old
helped her
dress,
into
that
it.
old material. Besides, I wouldn't have wanted to wear it. It's ugh.
Listen, she wanted to channel Marilyn Monroe.
And she couldn't because Marilyn Monroe shrieked in horror when she saw that big ass and that. And you can't do everything. You can't do everything. You can't do everything. And besides, I didn't like her in it anyway.
No.
Now I see why. Didn't know that was going on behind the scenes.
That explains why it was looking a little tight or loose in the front.
It was like pulled that it didn't fit snug. And I see why. I don't know why she couldn't fit the dress. And the fact that it was this big, it was no way her ass. And if you could see Marilyn Monroe was flat.
Yes.
Very flat.
I don't know who did that, but somebody released that footage to the internet to get back at Kim or embarrass her because that was funny.
That was funny. And her friend was there. What's his name? Pete. And he was like, it's going to be all
yes,
right.
he was holding her as she was trying to squeeze into it.
That was funny.
And somebody was like, can you try to squeeze your butt cheeks a little more or something?
Yeah, can you squeeze your butt cheeks? That's just going to make your heart and pump out. So what else is going on? What else is going on with Kim?
A video from the Kardashian episode where no, it wasn't a Kardashian episode. She was on an interview or some type of podcast with somebody, and she was talking about love and marriage and how she doesn't respect it. And she said, you're stuck with babies, but marriage, you can get in and out of that.
And I said that in her reading, you got to show it, that I said that she loved marriage, but she has no loyalty to it. How Kim? She believed in love. So that makes sense to me. Why she go from man to man, she just believed in love. She loved the thrill of it. She liked the newness of it. She likes she likes it. She likes having a man around.
Right.
It's like, if I get married and it don't work, I'm not going to be married. I'm not going to be miserable. I'm out. She said that, paraphrasing. I don't remember what she said, but exactly.
And there were some other married people that were there, and I guess she was saying, take it from me, I would know, because I've had so many marriages.
Right.
And she's like, I still believe in love. And she was like, I'm still hoping for a fourth marriage.
Didn't I say that in her reading? Just put it up there. I couldn't even believe that I just said that in her reading, and then she just said it.
Yes.
I couldn't even believe it. Baby Crone ran to me and said, Mom, I couldn't believe that she
scrolling through TikTok, and I was just like, oh my God, my mom said these exact words.
Same words.
To me, a baby, you're stuck for life. Marriages come and go.
Yeah.
No offense, guys.
Yeah. No.
Take it from me.
Married in 3 weeks. Yeah.
And good luck at your wedding. I believe in love. That's why hopefully there'll be just one more wedding for me. Fourth time's a charm.
And I wonder, did she see my video and said, I'm going to say this? I don't know. I don't know.
Seems like a mentality.
It just seems like it. She has no respect. However, I understand that. But she has the mindset of a young woman. But she's a young woman with $1 billion. So you got to understand,
the Page of Pentacles.
Everything is just the playground. The playground. But, and also, I'm going to be honest, they have lied and cheated and got their way to where they're going to go. They done used a lot of men to get where they want to go. Especially Kim. Yes, she has. And I'm telling you, what I know in life, I used to think people get away with everything. No. The chicken always come home to roost when you least expect it. And you might say, well, do you want bad things to happen to Kim? Whatever it takes for her to be humble and her mind. She's a beautiful person. She could be funny, not funny like ha funny, but she could say things because of her voice is so animated. I can't see her in the movies like, guys, it's just.
But in the interview, she did have a regular tone voice, at least in the snippet that I was looking at, that I almost didn't recognize it was Kim. I was like, Kim using her actual voice? So I'm just like, is she just playing this voice?
I mean, who has it the worst to me is Courtney. Woo! And she's slow with it, I don't
Maybe
understand
Courtney's the original one, and Kim was like, I'm going to take that and make it my brand.
They all talk that way. But I don't know if Kendall, but I think they all do. I think it's the Kardashian brand. It's their way that they communicate. The mother doesn't speak that way. But it's so slow and it's what they say. But nevertheless, I love the Kardashians, and I just feel like they just gone down a wrong path. And I don't think, oh, that's very interesting.
That's how I feel about
They done gone
Kardashians.
down the wrong path. I don't know if there is any turnaround for them. Is there anything else you'd like to say about them?
And no, it's just that hearing about the Kardashians is always an interest because it's just amusing to watch. I just recently got into the Kardashians. I can't say if they're just falling or if they've been falling, but it's kind of fun to watch the train wreck, honestly.
It is fun to watch the train wreck. It is. That's fun because it's entertaining. Like I said, I don't know if they're going anywhere anytime soon. I don't know. And like I said before, if they do go, and I want to end it with this, if they were to go, what would we do? We've been talking about them for years.
You're right.
If they were to go, what is the word? If they were to go obsolete, what would we do? We wouldn't have them to talk about anymore.
No.
We'd be curious about them, wouldn't we?
Where did the Kardashians
We would have to detox.
Right.
We would be wondering what's going on with Kim. We would. I think we would, because they've been such a part of our life for the last 15 years.
And now that I'm I hate to say this, but I'm just thinking about it, and like years later, when they've like made history or like have books written about them and documentaries written about them, how will people feel when the Kardashians die?
Oh my God, you don't went there. But I can tell you this. I think when it's all said and done, and when the future comes, I think we're going to look back at this and laugh. And say, really? We were this shallow? I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say it.
Very accurate for the time.
It's shallow. We are such a shallow generation. One of the things that I don't get, and I'm going to say it, so don't judge me. Why do we get all worked up on people relationships? Or like, oh, Kendall broke up. What's his name?
Devin Booker.
I don't even know neither one of them. I mean, people like, oh, they only was together for about a year. You know, I don't get that. You know, Jen and Brad, oh, what is this with us? What's this fascination? What's the Lori?
Harvey and Michael B. Jordan.
What is this? I don't understand it. I mean, we don't even carry on like that when we have our own breakups.
You're
I
right.
mean, I don't know. Is it because we fantasize in their life? I don't know.
'Cause maybe
I don't know what that is.
it could be like I don't know. Celebrities are so weird in this sense that like maybe people use celebrities as a way to live out their fantasies. Like, oh, if I was rich, if I was living their life, I would do this, I would do that, I would have this person.
But a lot of the times when they with the women, the men, we don't even want the men that they have. We may want their money and know that every man that they have is either going to be a rapper, a football player, a basketball player. What else?
That's about, and apparently comedian.
A singer, and a comedian. Because remember, one of them went with Jaden Smith.
Oh yes.
So now it's a comedian, and I really think that again. I think Kim is trying to get in the entertainment field. However, she would have to have some acting classes. She would have to get away from that Kim.
You know, it's
thing.
so funny that you mentioned that because just thinking about it, she was with Kanye, and her show was slowly starting to die, and now she's with Pete Davidson, that's in the entertainment industry. Like she's like hanging on, like, oh, this is my last hope. Get me into the entertainment. Just clinging on to it.
I don't even know who would hire her for anything good. She doesn't have it. Like her voice, her mannerisms. It would have to be she. I mean, just skipping for a second. I saw the movie with what's it, Lady Gaga.
Oh yes, House of Gucci.
House of Gucci. I'm telling you, Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga needs to act some more. We need to like make a petition and have Lady Gaga.
And she was
in more
even good in A
movies.
Star Is Born too.
Yes.
She lets you don't even see her. And what I say, if that was like when Beyonce act, I see Beyonce because of that country twang she like.
Yes.
But for Kim, all I see is Calabasas. That's all I see.
Yes. Californian girl to a T.
To a T. And I can't see her beyond Kim because Kim is not even Kim.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
very much.
Kim is not Kim. So I don't know who Kim is in all of that.
I don't think
Kim has been
knows
trying
who
to be.
Kim is.
Kim is lost in Kim world. You know,
That's why everything's Kim.
everything is Kim, and I think she's lost in that world. And that's the world of beauty. She is the true Barbie. The true Barbie. Yeah.
Yes.
She's the true Barbie. She's the true Becky. She is the real Becky for me. Like beautiful, you know, the real Becky.
All she needs is a Ken.
Well, she has a lot of Kens, but she just, when they become obsolete or they don't feed her needs, like she said, that would scare me. Just to think if you was dating someone and they'll say to you, you hear them say, look, when they stop giving me fun, I'm done. I'm out. I wouldn't want to date you because you would make me feel like I got to work all the time.
Yes, like Portia's fiance where he was talking about in the Portia's Family Matters that he has movers on speed dial, that when he's done with a woman, just, hey, come pick up her stuff, I need her moved out. That's crazy.
That's why I would be afraid to move in a rich man's home, and I don't have I would have to have my own home, or I would, but I wouldn't, because he did say that. Well, anyway, so how long did we do? How are we doing?
45 minutes.
Oh, we did good. So I was trying to do it. So is there anything else we want to talk about? Is there anything in the news and in new news, anything? Kim lost her skin stuff this week, didn't she? Or no?
Oh yeah, she did launch it.
Did she launch it or she didn't?
She did.
Oh, okay.
But she's receiving backlash from
and
it.
she should. And you know what? I'm so sick of Kim and her thieving ways. You know why she's stealing? We know she's a thief.
Yes.
We know that she will take. I just don't understand.
A crafty,
you have
shady
everything.
lawyer.
You have everything. Why do you take? Just like in spite of everything, now you pulling your kids into the media.
Yes.
She's a momager.
She's trying to become a momager. Those kids wild her up though.
She seemed like
she has no control over her kids. And I was laughing at her PSA when she did at the start of the pandemic, and she was trying to hide North behind her as she was doing a video, and then she was just like, trust me, I want to get out the house so bad, you don't understand. I'm just like,
and I look at her and I'm saying, wow, look what money can afford you. That you could just go away because you got a house full of nannies. I'm sure each kid probably had their own nanny. Those baby kids.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard in a video that each kid has 2 nannies.
Well, one for the morning and one for the night, 12-hour shifts, I'm sure. But I'm telling you, from what I've seen, and I truly believe that those kids hear a lot and see a lot and know a lot. For them to say the things that they say out their mouths. I would have never been able to call somebody, what was it?
A weirdo.
Weirdo, and
I hate you.
I hate you. When I wasn't allowed to say I hate anybody. My mother would say, you don't know what hate is. You don't get to say hate. So I was never allowed to say hate.
I grew up with hate is a strong word.
Absolutely, because that's what I couldn't say hate, so I thought it was dumb. So yeah, you could say it, but just don't say you hate anybody, because that's so powerful. Because once you're hating, you're limiting yourself. So those little kids, and then Kim is going to turn to the nanny or whatever and says, who's teaching them? Who's teaching them this? You teaching them this.
They overhear what's ever going on in your house or whoever you have them around.
You are teaching them this. That's who's teaching them. You know it's not the nanny. Can you imagine? The nanny told me a win on mommy. You come on now. Those kids seem like they like that. And they just tell all the business. That they just kids though. I do understand they're kids. They're kids. And they are kids that are out of control. From what I gather, they are rich kids, but they are definitely Kim kids.
Yes.
You know those baby kids? Them badass kids. Well, these are Kim kids.
And Kim don't even know how to handle.
Kim.
Kim doesn't even know how to handle.
Kim kids. And who else had bad kids? Courtney.
Oh.
Court kids.
Yes,
kids.
with Mason.
Oh, those kids are, woo! I have to have more order. I couldn't have children running me. I couldn't. Having me run in the bathroom, hiding and like, guys, I just want 5 minutes just to look at myself and be beautiful. I couldn't even believe that. But that's
And
Kim.
then North in the background overhearing her mom saying she's trying to hide from her kids. North is like, that's not nice.
That's not nice. Well, but all the same, they are definitely Kim and Kanye kids.
Yes.
They are definitely their kids. And anything else?
No.
You think we talked about enough?
Yes, we talked about enough. We definitely talked about Kim enough.
Yeah, we do, but we gotta end it with her, because to not mention the kids and to not mention the product and not mention what's going on, that would
Yes,
be.
Kim got a lot going on.
She does have a lot going on. And but anyway, I wish them all, everyone who we spoke of, I wish them all the best. And to you out there, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And what else?
Yes, a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a good day, and sending positive energy your ways, nice vibes, have a good day.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself, love life.
Go ahead, give it to her.
I don't know, I'm trying to think of more inspirational
And
things to
besides,
say.
you look so beautiful today.
Oh, thanks
So
you.
anyway, with that being said, have a glorious weekend, my little crones, my little munchkins, and my little chickens. Please subscribe, as you all's doing. For all you new people, subscribe. Thumbs up me, and by all means, please leave your comments. Leave your comments, ask questions, and you are. And if there's anything you want to know, ask. And we will look over them, and we will get back with you as soon as possible. Again, have a wonderful weekend. I so thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me, and have just a great weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Ciao.